Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed week. Hey, I heard the other day about these missionaries in China. And I guess they were meeting at a Bible study, a little home church. And there were the missionaries and there were the Chinese people. Well, somehow the government got wind of it and they raided the place. And in the back, there was an opening between these two walls where you could get away. And all the Chinese people got away, but the Americans, when they went to get away, they were too chubby. They were too big to fit through the slot. So they did get arrested. So listen, what if that was to happen in America? What if that was to happen here? What if Homeland Security started looking into you and to me? And people, listen, this very well could happen in our lifetime. Don't think this could happen. But what if Homeland Security started investigating born-again Christians? What if one day that became illegal? How would you fare? Well, let's take a look at that. I think the first thing they would start doing is they would start looking into your life. That's the very first thing they would do. They would try to build a case against you. Because what they would want to do is they would want to build a case so they could go before a judge and get a search warrant, just like any other crime. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go on your social media. You know how many people get busted in court for some crime because they posted it, what they did on social media? It happens all the time. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go on your social media. And this investigator is going to look at your Facebook page and your Instagram and TikTok and all this other stuff, and he's going to look at that and he's going to shake his head and he's going to say, there's no way that this person is a Christian. Look at all this garbage they're posting. There's no way this person is a Christian. Forget it. Case closed. Or are you going to get busted? Is he going to take a look at that and say, man, all they do is post things about God. That's all they do. Post things about God. The next thing they're going to do, they're going to talk to your neighbors and your coworkers. They're going to come in, they're going to talk to them. And what if your coworkers go, you know what? Listen, I've been working here 5 years with him and they have never, ever brought up Jesus. Not one time. I'm serious. I have never heard that come out of their mouth. You go to their office and you don't see it. They don't have a Bible on their desk. Nothing. There's no way. We go out to drinks and they come along with us and we get hammered. There's no way. Or are you going to get busted, or your coworker's going to say, that's all they do is talk about Jesus. They never shut up. That's all they talk about. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to follow you on a Sunday morning. They're going to be waiting. You're going to go out and get in your car, and they're going to follow you to see if you go to church or not. So anyway, they go on your social media. They go to your place of work, your neighbors, they talk to everybody, and then they follow you on Sunday, and they've got enough evidence against you to get a search warrant. And that's exactly what they do. They go to the judge and they say, look, judge, this person is a Christian. I mean, look what we found on their social media. We talked to their neighbors, their coworkers, and they even went to church on Sunday. There's no doubt. And so the judge issues a search warrant. And they come banging on your door and they have a warrant and they come into your house and they start looking around. Well, the first thing they do is they find this Bible in your nightstand. And you tell them, listen, my grandmother gave me that years ago and I've never even opened it. And they go through the pages and there's not a mark in that book. There's not one single mark in that book. And the guy says, it looks brand new. I don't think it's ever been opened. And then they look at your other books, and there's not a single Christian book in the whole house. Nothing. So they got nothing. And they leave. Or they come into your house and you've got 10 Bibles all over the place. And they look at your Bibles and every single page is marked up. I mean, every single page. There's not one page that's not marked. And they look at these Bibles and they say, this person has gone through every single Bible cover to cover. Nobody but a Christian would do that. I mean, they've got 10 Bibles and every single one of them they've gone through from cover to cover. But that's not all. Listen, we found this stack of tracts. They've been giving out tracts. No one would have these if they're not passing them out. And not only that, we looked at their bookcase, and they've got over 200 books in their bookcase, and every single book is Christian. Every single one. They've got books on prophecy, they got books on Christian living, they've got books on the end times, they've got books on the Nephilim. That's all they have. So they put you in handcuffs and they take you off to the FEMA camps. Guys, listen, don't think that's far-fetched, because it's not. That very well could be coming to America. And if that happens to me, I'm going to go to that FEMA camp and I'm going to preach to every single person in that FEMA camp until they do away with me. And I hope you'll do the same. And I hope that if they come into your house, they will find enough stuff to put the cuffs on you and arrest you too. This is what it says in Matthew 5:14. Let your light, or you are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. People, let your light shine. And if they come for us, they come for us. You know what? We'll be in some pretty good company. Anyhow, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.